Hey guys, this is DJ Trevor Owens. Hope everybody's doing well. Got a beautiful fall day here, November 1st here. I did a little DJ gig for free for my after school students yesterday, and I did an in-depth, I think it was in-depth, kind of a comparison between the Ape Labs. I have the first edition of the Maxis and the new Both lighting, kind of the knockoff version of the Maxis. And I shot this video and I hope you guys enjoy it. And then at the end of the video, I will come back and kind of tell you what I think are some good applications for the Both lighting. All right, thanks guys. So I got the Maxi Pros down here by Ape Lab. They're just shining up and hitting the ceiling here. I got 4 of them. And then this is kind of how I use DJ lights, okay? So I have them mounted here, and these are the Both lighting, like Ape Lab knockoffs or whatever you want to call it. They have 4 lights on each of the fixtures, and you can see the Ape Labs only have 3. Ape Labs are still extremely bright. 4. I think these are called the R4s. So for what they are, I've been pretty happy with them. The battery life is good. And I think sometimes we forget how far lights have come over the years. There's tons of tutorials out there on the Ape Lab Maxis, but I did want to shoot up side by side and just let you know kind of what you're getting into. If you do save some money, you get what you pay for. They're good lights. This was something one of the students made me. I thought that was very nice. But anyway, we'll go through the colors and you can judge for yourself. So this is the UV lights right here from the Both lighting. Now that is one thing that the Maxi Pros do not have. They do not have UV. They also don't have amber. I'm going to show you one thing with the DMX board. When Rick was doing his video, I think Rick stopped at the strobing, but there is actually 2 more channels here. So you can have like a fade going, and it can go through all of your colors at different speeds here. So it just kind of goes through all the colors. Now the one thing that I don't like about these lights is it does not dim. You cannot dim when it's on these kind of party modes or fading modes. So you can get to it through the DMX, which is nice, but you can't pull it back. So like me, I like to put my lights up like this. I can't dim them, and therefore it's gonna be too bright. So what I'm thinking overall for these Both lights is to light up my scrims on a color, just one color. I'll probably use the remote control and just pick the color that I want to light my scrim throughout the night. And it probably won't be on these fades or chases or anything like that. All right, here's a video of it going through all of the colors. This is 4 lights, Both lighting, going through all of the different colors. A good application for this would be if you can get it high enough, like if they're on a stage like this, then I think it would shoot over the person pretty well. And I often think of this too. Sometimes as DJs, we think that people want to look at us. I don't know, I'm trying to think like a romantic. You kind of want the people to look at each other. So I wouldn't like blind them by any means, but I'd find a balance there where they're looking at each other and then all the magic is kind of to the side or up above them, and not necessarily looking at the DJ. But anyway, these lights do a good job. They have very nice colors that are coming through. I just wish you could pull down the brightness so it doesn't have that looking at a train or truck head on, whatever Brian's S-Red said about them. But anyway, they're good lights for their price, that's for sure. Running them through DMX right now. One thing is on the remote control or DMX, you cannot dim this, and then when they're on the sound active mode, they're not in sync. All right, so we're going through the colors here, and on static mode, you can actually dim the colors on both. These are the, no pun intended, these are the Maxi Pros by Ape Lab, and these are the knockoff version, okay? But, okay, so that's pretty bright, but I can, in this mode, dim them. Okay, same thing with the Maxis. I can dim those. Now, this one you can actually dim them, I think 5 times. Let's check. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's pretty nice. All right, and these, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah. The both lighting fits all 4 lights, the plugs, and the remote in this cute little case here. And I'll show the Maxi Pros from Ape Lab right next to it. All right, here's the Ape Labs. They're just a little bit bigger than the both lighting. Functionality-wise, they do a lot more. They're definitely just as bright, in my opinion. Colors look very similar. And that music mode is something that I think is just fantastic. So I'm definitely an Ape Lab fan, but man, if you want a cheaper version of it, both lighting's got a really nice matte black uplight and static colors it's hard to beat. They look really good. And there's 2 other colors in there that you can mix in.
All right, so where should you use both lighting? Here's what I think. I think beginning DJs these are great lights to start with. Here's my cat. He wants to hang out with us. There he is. All right. I think that kids' dances are really good. Even middle school dances, rentals, static color uplighting, scrim uplighting, and you can do crowd wash with these things. What I thought a good idea would be is if you had like another light, like a Kenta or whatever, and you're kind of just getting started, then this would be a good light. Now, be careful with those Kentas and spinning lights, because a lot of DJs can say that they look like spinning puke, and I kind of agree to that. If you get control of them with DMX, they can kind of supplement your lighting, your wash lighting, your up lighting. But if they're just kind of running on their standalone mode, they can kind of take away from the effect for sure. Let's see. Also, lower budget weddings. You know, if some couples want to get married and they want a DJ, but you know, they're not really wanting to pay for that premium lighting service, then, you know, both lighting would be a good option. Static up lighting, I think, is where these guys have their sweet spot. And also just rentals. You know, some people think that the lights need to be synced. The only thing that I have a real problem with, and I said it so many times in the video, is just dimmable. You know, if it's blinding people, then, you know, your lights aren't doing what they need to be doing. I don't necessarily really care that they're all in sync during that crazy mode when they're in sound active mode. That doesn't bother me that much. I don't like it when they turn, excuse me. Excuse me, sir. When it's sound active and there's no sound, then the lights completely go out. See, something like the Ape Labs, they don't do that with that music mode. They dim so that there's still lighting there. But the Ape Labs are much more expensive. So let's go into the cons here. You can't dim on sound active mode, and I said it a lot of times in the video. Whereas the Ape Labs, you can dim them anywhere on their fade mode, on their sound active mode, on their static colors that they have. And the static colors look great on the Ape Labs. Again, you're going to pay for them. I mean, I think they're pretty expensive right now. One thing that wasn't mentioned, though, is the Ape Labs are actually a little bit water resistant. You can actually have those out in a light rain, and I think they'll be okay. Whereas the Both lighting, they're not rated for any kind of water to be on them, so you wouldn't want to do that. And then another con is sometimes with the RF remote, with the Ape Labs, I've noticed that they're a little bit more responsive to their remote control than the Both lighting is to their control. And it's not that much, but sometimes the color won't turn right when you hit the preset color. You kind of have to hit the button twice. But here's the pros to the Both lighting. They have beautiful color mixing. They have RGB, AW plus UV. And the Ape Labs don't have that. They don't have UV, and they don't have amber. They have red, blue, green, and they also have white. I think the Ape Labs are very bright. I don't think there's really that much of a difference in brightness, even though that one light has 4 lights on it, and then one light has 3. I think they're both very, very bright lights. And the brackets on the Both lighting is very sturdy. The Ape Labs didn't have very good brackets on them, and that's something they fixed with their newer version. I have not seen the newer version. I don't own those, but that's what I've heard. I've heard that was one thing that Ape Labs did fix. So the Both lighting gets the nod on that. And the transport bag was really nice for the Both lighting. It was really very compact and really easy to carry. The lights, the chargers, and one RF remote. Probably get another RF remote in there. One thing about the Ape Labs RF remote is very expensive. I think the last time I checked it was like $65 or $85. And then all of the Both lighting, every time you get one fixture, you get a remote with that fixture, but it controls all the lights. So the remotes are definitely cheaper with the Both lighting. And you can't beat the price and a 1-year guarantee from DJ Rick Webb. So he'll hook you up with the Both lighting. This is for Both lighting. He'll hook you up. Great deal, especially if you're beginning, especially if you just need static colors. You can also do gigs with them, but you have to be clever with them. You can't aim them right at the crowd, excuse me. You would have to aim them to the side or to the ceiling, or have them in scrims and then use the color wash behind that. That would be fine. You just have to be a little bit more clever with them. But let me tell you, when I started DJing in 2009, if I owned these lights, man, I could have worked with them. I sure could have. So those are just my opinions. Both lighting, they're much cheaper, but they look like they have a good build quality. I'm not sure the duration of the light. I've had the ApeLabs, I think 2.5 years now, and I've been very pleased with them. So it's up to you and up to your budget. Now, so if you have any questions, you can send me comments. I'm at Appalachian DJ, and not Appalachian. And guys, thank you so much, and thanks for all the pioneers before me that did some of these videos. But anyway, hope you enjoyed. Me and Oliver say bye. Say bye, Oliver. All right, peace out.